Yo, so I'm back with another video for you, and this week we are talking about Sam Sulek's first bodybuilding show and if he should have actually won it or not. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel down below and hit the bell button. Let's get straight into it. So if you don't know who Sam Sulek is, he is a big social media presence at the moment in the fitness industry, and he has recently competed in his first bodybuilding competition. So the result of his first bodybuilding show is that he won his class, and then he actually went on to win the overalls. And because of his massive online presence, I'm talking he has millions of followers, people are saying that he somewhat cheated the system and won because of his following.
What?
So here he is in his weight class against the other competitors on stage. When you are posting videos and pictures online, it is hard to actually compare and see what you would look like against other competitors when you actually get on stage. So here they are now, and as you can see, Sam Sulek is absolutely diced. He's came in very good conditioning, and ultimately he stands out within that class, which is a good thing. So boom, there you can see it. He obviously won his class there. The judges knew that he was going to win it. The audience knew he was going to win it. He probably knew himself he was going to win it. You can see Sam has got a lot more size over the person on the right of him, and he's got a lot more conditioning over the person on the left of him, slash better muscle bellies. So once you win your class, you then come back for an overall. So everyone that has won their class comes back for an overall comparison. So he's now going to go against the taller people within Classic and the heavier people within Classic. As you can see, everyone who he's now being compared to is a lot more closer. They've all come in really good condition. They've all got great shape. So, as you can see here, the guy on the far left, he's a lot bigger. He's probably the biggest guy on the stage, and he has got really good conditioning. But being Classic, he hasn't got as small waist as the other two, in my opinion. So he hasn't got that complete Classic look, but he's got really good condition and he's got a whole heap of muscle, which obviously is a benefit. The guy in the center stage, so normally what happens is when judges are comparing, they'll stick whoever is top and whoever they've got their eye on in the middle so they can compare outwards. So if you are being moved from the outside into the middle, that is a good thing. And the guy in the middle at the moment, he has got great shape. His posing's really good and he's got that Classic physique look, but he hasn't got as much muscle as Sam Sulek on the far right. Boom, on this side pose here, this side relaxed pose, you can see that Sam's conditioning in the midsection is above the other two, okay? Everyone is now flexed in that position and his obliques is crispy. You can just see that that midsection is far superior in comparison to the other two. So now it becomes a game of judging whether his conditioning in the midsection and overall conditioning can outweigh, in my opinion, the guy on the far left with his muscularity. So from the rear, you can see that Sam Sulek maybe hasn't got as much detail in the back, but in the back of the legs, you can see the size, the sheer size of his hamstrings and the striations coming down his hamstrings. But here is where we come to the front double bicep. Guy in the middle, let's start with the guy in the middle again. Again, great shape, not a bad vacuum, and he's posing his quads very well. So you can see all the way up from the adductors area, he's shredded and he's got the lines coming all the way down. You can see the guy on the far left, again, he is completely diced and he has got good striations throughout his quads, but his midsection isn't as small and his waist isn't as small as both the middle and Sam Sulek. Then coming on to Sam Sulek, he has an immaculate front double bicep, in my opinion, because of his size that is overpowering even the guy in the middle, and his vacuum and tiny waist looks very classical from that shot. The only one thing is, which a lot of people is picking up on, is his ability to be able to pose the quads. Because he's sucking the vacuum in so hard and he's rotating his hips forwards, it's creating a deeper vacuum but somewhat not enabling you to flex your quads or making it harder to flex your quads. You still can, but it'll just take more practice. Though this isn't the best angle to see it, Sam Sulek in this, in comparison to the others in the side chest, dominates, in my opinion. His side chest is very, very strong. There's big shoulders and a big chest, which is able to show off really well in this side chest. With his arm as well, he isn't creating any gaps. You can see a slight gap in the one in the middle between where his elbow is, and that's creating more of a hollow look, which isn't the best. And again, look at the leg comparison between Sam Sulek there and the middle guy. It's a big, big difference. So after that whole round, as I was saying before, judges put the best person that they think should probably win into the center. So they have moved the guy which was on the left, the guy that is super shredded and he has probably the most muscle on stage, into the center there, which at the time Sam's probably thinking that he probably hasn't won it and he's still going to be working just as hard to try and regain that position because he's probably aware that this is the case. Again, they've done the whole run through once again, and at the end of the run through, what happens? Boom, Sam Sulek takes the center place. So he's now probably thinking, right, I've got it. Because whoever ends in the middle is more than likely going to be the person that takes that first place medal, because you're ending in the middle. You're ending as the prime person that is being compared to second and third place. So boom, yeah, and then he obviously, of course, went and won it. And do I think he cheated? Do I think that he only got that because of his massive following on social media? No, not at all. I've just been through them poses there, and I would give overall both his class and the overalls the win to Sam Sulek, because he came in the most conditioned. He won the most amount of poses in my eyes, and the second person that was closest to him was, of course, that bigger guy, but he didn't have the classical look, and it's classic. Maybe if it was open, it would have been a different story. As he said himself,
so this competition season does not yet come to an end. It's going to be over at the end of the month, right, with the Arnold. Those open guys were huge. So if I had to go up against them, this would be a very different conversation.
If he hadn't have made, because he only just made the weight, you have to bear in mind, for getting into classic, and if he hadn't have made that and he had gone into open, it wouldn't have been the same outcome, as you've just seen him say there. So let's compare Sam to some other people that you might actually know, some of the favourite YouTubers that are also trending. So, the Lap Man, if you have seen the Lap Man, which comes out and he pops his lats out, get some sort of new thing to be able to flex your lats. Also had his first competition not long ago, didn't do badly, didn't come in that bad of condition, but nowhere near as conditioned as Sam Sulek. Sam Sulek's condition was actually on point, whereas the Lap Man, he looked very washed out in comparison to Sam Sulek. Also, wasn't able to hit no classical vacuum the same as him, create that very small waist to wide shoulder ratio. Yeah, I'm not saying that the Lap Man was in bad condition, but he definitely wasn't in peeled show condition like Sam was. And Sam against the Trend Twins, once again, the Trend Twins didn't have the conditioning that Sam was able to bring, or the muscularity. Go far to say that Manic Mike might have had more conditioning than the Lap Man, but definitely not as much conditioning as Sam Sulek. And also, if you would have put them side by side, especially with the height difference, unfortunately, Sam Sulek would have still smashed them on the muscularity as well. A big influence that could actually give Sam Sulek a run for his money that isn't necessarily a constant competitor is Larry Wheels. Larry Wheels competed not too long ago once again, and I think that him and Sam Sulek would have a good showdown. They both actually bring really good conditioning. Larry Wheels has got that slightly more height on Sam Sulek, but then Sam has also got this crazy muscle bellies about his physique. That'd be a very good battle to actually watch. What's next for Sam? In less than 2 weeks' time, he's going to be competing in the Arnold Classics, and he's going to be, again, sticking with the classic physique to aim probably to win that show and in hopes to get his pro card. So put in the comments down below if you think he is going to win at the Arnold's, and if you think he's going to win his pro card at the Arnold's. Until next time, let's make some gains. Boom.